Welcome to Dollars, Lifestyle, and Charity, a finance podcast for gamers. Romans and I are both money guys, but we're also gamers, so we wanted to put this pod together to help gamers like us with some of their tough money topics that can sometimes feel as hard as a Souls boss.
We're talking budgeting, saving, paying off debt, and how to not fall for all the traps life throws at you.
Grab a health potion and let's start stacking gold IRL. This is DLC, a finance podcast for gamers. Welcome to Dollars, Lifestyle, and Charity, a finance podcast for gamers. I'm Scruffy. This is Romans, and today we're going to be talking about why your car payment is keeping you from wealth.
Nice. I think today's episode is super funny. I think you had a more toxic title. You said your
Oh, the title, the reason you clicked on this video is because your car payment's the reason you're not a millionaire. If you didn't have a car payment, easy millionaire.
Yep, I bought my first Tesla for let's say I forget the $75,000. If I had bought Tesla stock for $75,000 because I paid it in cash, I would have 8 million. It's probably I haven't even checked it yet. I know the stock's going up and down, but when I did check it, it was 8 million. When the stock price is around 350
Yeah.
a share, I don't know what it is right now. So yeah,
And instead, you don't even have that car anymore.
wait, no, I do. I still got it. I still got it.
Okay. This is the Cybertruck. Never mind.
No. It's not. No, I have both. I keep my cars.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I have, and you're gonna talk about it somewhere. I keep my cars until they are paperweights. I am not.
There we go.
I am not the guy to have a nice car every, you know. Anyways, we'll dig into it. Well, every car I've
Yeah.
ever owned, I keep it around 20 years or until it just doesn't run anymore. There's a point,
Yeah.
the cost benefit ratio, where you do need another vehicle. So.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Mhm.
It's funny we were recording this episode, and literally not 2 hours ago, I get a call from my Honda dealer saying like, "Oh, we need to buy your car. We want to trade you in. We can get you a super nice brand new Honda Accord or anything like that." And I'm like, "No, bro, I am not selling my car. You will not get me with any of that crap. I am going to drive this car into the ground."
Yeah, no,
But
I think that's great. Um, yeah. Let's dig into it. Let's dig into it.
I think I wanted to start with is you probably have looked through the show doc. Maybe you haven't. That would be par for the course if you haven't looked through the show doc. But
Right? No. I
if
told.
you
Yep. I
okay,
have.
if you have not, assuming you have, you know exactly what the average new car payment is, and if you haven't, actually just take a guess.
500.
Oh, sweet summer child, Romans. You think the average new car payment is 500 a month?
Yeah.
That is the average used car payment in America is $530 a month. The
Oh.
average used car
Oh.
payment.
Wait. Oh. Did you say new?
I did say new, which
Oh.
is the average new car payment in America
750.
is 750.
And I did not look at the show notes because I
Uh-huh,
never
uh-huh.
read
Sure.
it. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, that's pretty good. I
And
saved myself. Go ahead.
Yeah, you did. But this is the thing that broke me. I knew it was going to be crazy. But the average amount of time on these loans, take a guess. What do you think the average amount
So
of
it
time
used to
is?
be $60, but I heard it's gone up to 72.
It's
Wait.
the average is
Oh,
still in the
sorry.
middle there, but it's
Okay.
69 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on.
So you are
I'm not that out of date. Come on.
it's close. But that means like the average person in America is spending somewhere between $500 and $750 a month for 6 years on a car, which is insane. And we're gonna get into more of this specifically in some next to the next segments. But literally people are not buying a car. Like when people are shopping for cars now, you're not looking at what car you can afford. You're literally just looking for the payment you can afford. And that's actually what these salesmen are trained to do now. Like they're not even showing you
Mm.
what the price of the car is you're paying. They're just trained to say like, Oh, you want to pay 500 a month? All right, let's see what car we you can get you for $500 a month. And it, oh my gosh, it's so unbelievably bad because people aren't signing up for like what they can afford. They're just signing up for the payment they can afford. And newsflash, that car you get in 2 years is going to be worth not less, probably less than half of what you paid for it today. And you still have another 4 years of payments that you have to pay.
Well, my $8 million Tesla that's in my garage right now that I paid 75,000 on is definitely worth at least 75. I checked it. It's only worth 26,000. So, but so I could have $8 million or 26,000. And I know which one I want.
Yeah, yeah, I think that's pretty obvious. Which goes into the next thing I wanted to talk about is a car is a guarantee of a losing asset. Every year you own a car, it is worth less. The average depreciation for a car, so if you're not a finance person, you don't know what depreciation is, that's just the amount of value that that thing loses in a year. The average car loses $4,300 or more in a single year. So on top of, your payments, your car, you are paying for something that is actively losing value.
I don't understand because I think it does flip back later. But the problem is the car has to be around, like, collectors. Like, I met a guy. He happens to own every car in the Fast and Furious movie. He literally,
Hmm.
not like from the movie itself, but he owns the exact same
Yeah.
car and actually has the
Hmm.
same decals and everything. Uh, and
Wow.
his garage was worth $8 million. Kind of like, what? This 8 million is chasing us. The value of his garage was $8 million, and it was just cars. So there is a point where cars are worth money, but it ain't your Honda Civic. You know,
No,
it,
no.
yeah, it's not your Toyota Corolla, Honda Accord, um, F-150. It is very cool, fancy sports cars, things that people actually will fight over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there's cars from the 80s that are worth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and there are cars from the 80s that are worth 20 bucks, if that. So, just because you have a car for a long time doesn't mean it becomes like a collector's item. Some cars can do that. Like there are some cars that, do appreciate. But also every dealership is going to tell you what you want to hear and tell you that like, oh, that you're not actually going to feel that, but that's just the reality of most cars. And to Roman's point earlier, it's not like after a couple of years it starts going up. Like it's after decades that it starts to turn around. So it's a really long time. And depreciation is just a huge factor. What's crazy, I didn't put this in the show notes and I forget what the numbers are right now, but the moment a new car drives off the lot, like it is no longer a new car, it is officially a used car with 2 miles on it, it loses something like 10% of its value instantaneously. Like literally for purchasing a new car, you are instantaneously getting 90% of what you just paid for
Hmm.
the second you sign that paperwork.
Well, it's just the moment you drive it, loses that new car smell because you probably passed the wind in it. So I understand. New cars don't have farts on them. So one
Hmm.
fart, that fart just costs you like $15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parts
So,
are costing you millions. It's crazy.
whew, that should be our next episode. If you fart, you can't be rich. Like,
I hate to break it to you, but that's just the reality.
and if you don't fart, you probably should see your doctor, cause cause it's healthy.
Most likely.
Uh,
Yeah, it's crazy. But
and
like
we,
on
we
top
just
of
lost
the
like my
depreciation,
wife. If my wife's listening to this right now, she's like, "Nope." All right,
but she'll get back on the shorts, so we'll get her back.
yeah.
But yeah, depreciation is just one of the many hidden costs behind like spending money on a used car or a new car and having a car payment, because there's a lot of like hidden costs that you don't necessarily think of at the first. So you have your payment, which is the big part of it, but if you have a loan on your car, the amount of insurance you have to have for that car is so much more than what you would normally pay. New cars often are going to be, you don't know what the maintenance is going to look like for a new car because there are bad years for cars. So you could potentially run the risk of getting a bad year where there's going to be a bunch of recalls that they should pay for. Like if there's a factory recall, generally you get it covered. But if you're one of the first people that experience those problems, you don't get that covered. You have to pay all of that out of pocket. You have to get a new registration. And what may seem at first like only a $700 monthly payment is probably going to be closer to $1,000. And man, like I have in the my first car I paid cash for. Well, that's not true. My first car was a '96 Camry that my parents let me drive. Had over 200,000 miles on it. My first car I purchased, I paid cash for, and then I've in my life I've owned two cars. In my 26 years of life, I've owned two cars, and I've paid cash for both of them. So I've never had a car payment. But like just looking at these numbers, like that is $1,000 a month. Like realistically, once you factor in all the stuff, not even including like gas and stuff like that, that's a that's close to what some people will pay in rent for something on four wheels that is going down in value.
I,
It's
that's a lot of money.
insane.
Like 1,000 a month. And this may be for the yeah, so you know what's kind of cool. I didn't even think about this. I feel like we should rename our podcast "Young Guy, Old Guy," because we're going through very critical stages of life, and you just explained your new car. You know, your second car. Like, dude, I'm at 20, 30 cars at this moment. You know, like, uh, but the other side to it is I forgot because right I'm 44. I forgot how stupid car insurance is if you're a new
Oh
driver.
my gosh.
My daughter can drive now. I had to add her to the policy. And they were like,
Oh,
we're
good
gonna,
luck.
yeah, they were like, we're gonna need at least $500,000 to insure her. I'm like, who is she hitting? And like, can I marry that person? Like, because clearly they're rich. I was, but the real answer was 1,000. Like, my umbrella policy.
Hmm.
Adding my just my daughter driving, my umbrella policy contacted me and said, "Hey, we noticed a driver, your daughter. We're increasing your cover. We're increasing your premium by 1,000." I was like,
Oh
oh,
my gosh.
I told my daughter, you better make it count when you hit somebody. You know, like you make this, you make this, you better cost more than $1,000. You better like smash the heck out of that. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I am so annoyed and infuriated. My insurance I think went up, and that's just the umbrella. I think the actual policy itself went up 600, 800 every 6 months. So
Yeah,
that's over another 1,000.
golly.
I so if you're a car driver under the age of 30, make sure you're driving, like make sure it's making you money. Like don't be one of those people with a license and not using it. I wouldn't even get
Yeah.
a license. Um, anyways,
Yeah,
sad
it's
dad
crazy.
moment.
It's insurance is expensive. Yeah. I mean, there's so many things that are driving up the monthly costs, but it's not just the fact that you are paying so much money for this. The real thing that this is costing you is what you could be doing with this money if you didn't have this car payment. Like the other thing to think about is like you have this car payment for 6 years. If you just paid yourself this $750 car payment for 10 months, you have $7,500 for a car, which won't buy you like the nicest car in the world, but that'll get you a pretty dang good car that'll get you from point A to point B with no issues. And then on top of that, I did the numbers because this is the reason why this is the title of this episode is car payments are costing you being a millionaire. Is if you invested like just for 30 years, which honestly is not that long. Most people would be able to do this maybe if they do it young and avoid car payments and are able to put what they would have paid in a car payment towards investing. $750 a month for 30 years would get you $2.6 million. You would be a millionaire in 23 years.
How much years?
After 30 years, it would be 2.6 years. In
Mm.
23 years, you'd be a millionaire.
Woo! Can you imagine just being a millionaire and all you had to do is like not have a car? Like, hey, like
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a thing. I wonder if, oh man, but that might mean my kids will move to a city where you don't need a car, like an urban city, and now you
And then
gotta
the
worry about.
cost of living is even higher. And yeah.
Yeah, there's a part where this kind of isn't true for most people. Just because you need a car. If you live in Orlando, I don't know what it's like in Tampa, but if you live in Orlando and you don't have a car, you're just living. You are income capped and quality of life
Hmm.
capped. You're just nerfed into the ground. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It depends where you are in Tampa. Downtown, you could probably get away with not having a car,
Hmm.
um, especially if you have friends that are willing to drive you around. But where I'm at, because I'm not in downtown Tampa, I'm like 20 minutes from downtown Tampa. So I
Doxed.
need a car.
Continue. Yeah, I hear you.
I'm, so, yeah. But like literally, like, and this is literally the what you having a new car payment is that having spending, because most people that have car payments never get rid of them. It's not like you get your car payment once and then you're good for the rest of your life. Because what happens, and this is one of the traps that the dealers will get you into, is they want you to, instead of paying off this car, they'll do like what they just called me for, and want you to trade in your car, roll in all this negative equity to a new car, and then keeps you in debt forever. Because what will almost always happen with a car is a car will depreciate faster than your ability to actually pay it off. So let's just say, for easy numbers, this is realistically what happens to most people. You buy a $20,000 used car, you have it for a couple years, and you've paid it down to, like, now you only owe $15,000 on it. Well, that car's now only worth $12,000. So if something were to happen, your car, and you sold your car, you would still owe $3,000 to the dealer for the car that you don't even own anymore. So what they do is, like, when someone wants to get a new car and they sell their car, they realize like that when they sell their car, they're still going to owe money already. So what the dealer says is, "Don't worry, we're your friends. You can just roll that negative equity onto your next car loan. Don't even have to worry about it. It'll just extend your payments a little bit." And the snowball effect happens. You do that once, you do that twice, you do that three times, and you are basically in this position where you're never going to be able to pay back your car loan. And the dealers are perfectly happy for this because, in their eyes, you're getting a new car every 3 or 4 years, and you will be paying them until the day you die, which is exactly what they want. And they put all of these traps out there to make the car buying process feel good because you can afford the payments, but you are literally robbing yourself from your ability to use that money to build wealth and be able to be a blessing to your family, to the people around you, and just be radically generous. Like, it literally, it like, I mean, and there's some people who are like, "Oh, I'm okay with that," but like, who in their right mind would not want an additional $2 million to just be able to do something for yourself, for your family, for other people? Is a new car really worth $2 million to you?
Is anything really worth $2 million to you? Like I think people have killed for less.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's some guys I know they'll do a lot for less than 2 million, and it's Yeah. Uh, the problem is perspective, right? Like we could
Yeah.
totally go into this theological conversation and eternity and all that. Uh, Having the right perspective will change how you operate in this planet on Earth as a human.
Yeah.
So whether it's financial or spiritual or anywhere else, yeah, I hear you. But man, it is nice to be in a Ferrari. So like, do I want to be in a Ferrari or a 96 Kia Sportage, right? Like, but that Kia Sportage, I think the real episode, the other side to this, just drive the cheapest car. Oh wait, I was gonna do a Reach conference advertisement. We gave away a car last year, and
There you
so
go.
we spent $5,000 on that car. Thankfully, a trusted mechanic friend scrubbed the snot out of the car to make sure it's drivable and doing great. I spoke to the guy who owned it, who won that car, Papa Smack, and the car's still doing great. Because I was kind of, I kind of felt bad. This whole episode is ReachConf can't afford to give away a new car, because it's not like we're sponsored. Like ReachConf is fully community supported and sponsored, right? So we ain't giving away a
Hmm.
Ferrari or let alone a new car. But
Yeah.
I got a heck of a deal on that car for $5,000, and it is running sweet. And they use it for road trips. They drive it all over. It's all over where they live.
Yeah.
So it's a used car. I forgot what kind of car it was. Do you remember? It was a white car, Ford
Oh,
sedan.
was it a Ford Fiesta? Was
Yeah,
that
yeah,
what it
yeah, yeah.
was?
Oh, thank you. Yes, it was a Ford Fiesta. Let me tell you, if you're single trying to go on dates, ain't nobody gonna be impressed when you pull up in your Ford Fiesta. But you know who will be impressed? Your 23-year future when you have $2 million or whatever he just said. $1 million. Was it 1 million in
Yeah.
23 years? Yeah,
1 million in 23, 2.6 in 30.
yeah. So that hot lady that you got a date on might snicker a little bit or be like, I don't know, this guy, better be whatever. But
Yeah.
your 23-year-old self with your $1 million in your bank account, I'm sure that'll impress her. Although that's a different conversation as to why you need to do that to be on a date. But you know,
Yeah. No, I completely agree. It's the key to this is a mindset shift because it's not and the reason like everyday people that aren't like radically successful entertainers, build a business that they sell for $5 billion, like the reason those people are successful is not because they know the latest get rich quick thing. They hit Dogecoin at just the right time. It's they have the correct mindset about things like car payments and they understand how these things work over the long run. And it's not like a quick and sexy thing, but over the long term, discipline, having a good mindset, being content with where you're at, being content with a car that's maybe not the nicest thing in the world, but it will like my car, I have put 60,000 miles on it and I'm probably going to put on another 100,000 to 200,000 if I keep this car well. Like I don't plan on ever buying a new car until I am forced to because my family's too big to fit in this car. And maybe not even then I just have to buy an additional car. So, it's a mindset shift. And if you're able to get this while you're young and get to the point where you're okay and just can save up, pay cash for a car, long term, it will pay off. It's small decisions like this that don't necessarily build up quickly, but long term make all the difference in the world.
or just learn to be cheap as dirt because don't, I can't have a car payment more than 500 a month. I can't. My brain will refuse it. It says no, you can't. You're not that
Hmm.
guy, are you? Have you become that guy? Do you have a yacht or whatever they call it? Are you fancy guy? That was yacht. I was just trying to be like, but are you crazy boat guy? So yeah, no, my car payments have always been below 300 and whatever,
Hmm.
whatever. Like, yeah, and that
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm buying a Ferrari, making sure my payment's only 200, 300. It's just like, no, it's
Yeah.
how do I get a use? I've never bought new unless it's the Teslas that I want because you don't. How do you buy something that's never existed before?
It's brand new, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. This is our
But
first
yeah, I
run of
mean,
it. Hmm.
yeah, I've bought a used car. Both of my cars that I've owned have been used cars. And the other thing, this is just kind of just a general tip I have for people. If you want to buy a nicer car, buy a car that's like 2, 3 years old, because the vast majority of depreciation on a new vehicle happens in the first 2 years.
Mm.
So if you still want a really nice car, go and buy a 2023 car. It probably is only going to have like 30, 40,000 miles on it. It's basically still new, and you aren't going to be hit with the stupid tax of having 10% of your car's value go out the window the second you are driving off the lot. So it's, I think Dave Ramsey says something about this. I forget exactly what it is, but like, um, you don't buy a car to impress someone you're never going to see again at a stoplight. You buy a car for the purpose of getting where you're going. A car is a tool, it's not like a marker of success.
If you don't want it to be, which you shouldn't, because it is a dying tool. I have a lot of tools in my garage. There's only one that's on it that's literally breaking as it sits there, and it's the car.
Yeah.
The sad thing is that same Tesla, I have like a looming battery exchange that's going to occur.
Oh,
I
Lord.
have to change the battery pack because it's over 10 years old. I own first gen Teslas. I own two of them. So it's coming. By the way, Tesla's discontinuing the Model X and the Model S uh, as well for whatever that means to you. Uh, I have a surprise for you though, Scruffy. You have no
Oh.
idea what this is, so it's totally unrelated, but it's mostly for clickbait. So Opus AI, pay attention. So you in the Discord, I DM'd you something so you could look at it there.
Okay.
If Look it up. It's called Trading Calendar and then P&L and Events. It says
Mm-hmm.
April
Mm-hmm.
2026.
Okay.
You're gonna
Yep.
be
Yep. Yep.
proud of. You're gonna be proud of me. You're gonna be proud of me. I am now
Oh,
a.
no.
I am now a day trader,
Oh,
baby.
no.
I'm a day.
Please tell me this is not true.
This. I am day trading, baby. I am day trading. I've been day trading
Oh,
this week.
my gosh.
Actually, 2 weeks. The first day that. So this is represents $5,000 that is being day traded. Obviously, you could see each day that is traded. And that first one,
Mm-hmm.
the first one that made $682.50. That's actually not one day's worth of work. That's multiple days. So don't get excited.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you see there's an average it's around $230. So your boy is making $200 on average day trading $5,000, right? Right? And so I say it's me, but it's you know. Well, Scruffy knows it's not actually me, but for the sake of this
Golly.
conversation, it's my money. For the sake of this conversation,
Yeah, you're day trading. In fact, but day trading, you're paying someone probably more than this every single day to actually do this.
oh man. So I'll give you a real update, but I mostly wanted to do this to trigger you and make you die inside.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I was literally having a conversation with someone this week about why it's to not be an idiot day trader. I literally was telling one of my friends this on Tuesday.
All right, so
Oh,
I am committing for the sake of this channel, for the sake of our viewers. I'm
oh
gonna
my
do
lord.
all the stupidest investment things you can think of, and I'm gonna give you the real results live on our podcast. Every week, I'm committing to do. If you've noticed,
Oh my
I
gosh.
was also buying a bunch of stocks. If you recall, every time I would buy a stock at the end of every episode, Scruffy, I bet you subconsciously in the back of his mind is preventing him from helping me on my journey of doing stupid stuff on the internet is
My
is
god.
not telling me stocks to buy as we wrap up these episodes. So we've done at least 4 or 5 episodes where he hasn't told me anything. So instead of doing that, I'm doing this. So really, if you think about it, this is Scruffy's fault. This is Scruffy's fault. Had he given me a stock to buy every episode, I would just buy and hold those stocks. But because he didn't tell me, I found something else to do with that money. We day trade.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
so if you don't know what this is saying, just for the sake, maybe someone's actually listening and not watching this. The first week of trading made $682, and then Tuesday made $232. 16 made 216, and then today, this is how fresh. Oh wait, you guys won't see this for 3 weeks. $170. So we are up. You can calculate the mathicals on that, right? 682.5 plus 232 plus 216 plus 170. We've made $1,300, $1,310.50. $1,310.50. So we've made out of, you know, we've made a 26% return on my money in 2 weeks. 26% return in 2 weeks. You
Yeah,
know it.
just ignore that this happens to be during the best weeks of the entire stock market of the year so far. Don't bring that up.
Nope.
Don't bring up that there were a couple days the whole stock market as a whole was up 3%. There was one holding in your portfolio that I bought for you that was up
That's
like
right.
40%.
That's right. Just proofs in the pudding. Don't you guys only call Scruffy? I use Scruffy. So there will be a future episode, just so you guys know, there will be a future episode where I lose everything. More than likely, there will be a future episode. See how the numbers are pretty in green? There will be a future episode where those numbers won't be green. They will be red. And I will tell you, I just lost $5,000. But right now, right now, where I'm sitting, I've made 6,000. Well, I'm up 1,300 bucks. So as we speak, I'm up 1,300. Not net of fees. I'm gonna withhold what that is later. I'm gonna withhold
Oh
all of that
boy.
part of it. But the good news is your boy is up $1,300 day trading 2 weeks in. So you know, there you go, Scruffy. I wanted to save that for you. So just so you know, no one knows. Scruffy did not know that was happening in today's episode. We're committing to making these episodes only 30 minutes. Oopsies. Ah! Oh my God, I can't believe I wonder what I just flashed there. Don't worry. AJ, edit that in case there's anything in there. I have no idea what me and Scruffy talk about. We're probably talking about socks, or stocks. Stocks and bonds.
Oh
Anyways,
gosh.
so I am not offering any services to anybody. I'm not telling you what we're doing or what we're even trading.
Don't listen to Romans, please. Don't go day trading. That's
Oh,
oh my
dude,
gosh.
by the way, I'm working with people with lots of experience. Do not, this is not,
Yeah.
this is not me doing it. Okay? It is, I don't know how to explain it. Do not become a day trader and think you're going to get
Yeah,
these
this
results.
Romans is doing this, and he has a lot of experience in the stock market, and he's not even doing this himself. So do not think like you can have these type of results if you just start figuring a couple things out. Like this is he had this return because a professional was doing this during some of the best weeks in the entire stock market of 2026 so far.
Yeah, yeah.
So take all of this with a grain of salt.
Don't,
Please
if you are
don't day
emotional,
trade.
if you got excited as you listen to this, you're like, I'm making a bunch of money, you're already going to lose. So the people I work with know it's not emotional. Follow the let the science tell you. But just so you know, I'm going into it knowing I'm losing it all. So you have stay tuned for the next week's episode because Scruffy, if you tell me a stock right now, if you tell me a stock to buy right now, I guarantee you I will not spend it on day trading because
Uh,
just so you know. Oh, the other thing is that account that I'm flashing is $5,000. Next week it's 10,000. So just so you know, it's going up.
oh gosh.
So, but you could save, you can protect Scruffy $1,000 if you give me a stock to buy right now. I will buy the stock as we're
Buy
talking.
DocuSign. Buy DocuSign.
Okay, I'm doing it literally right now. Well, we could just wrap up the episode. So just consider it done. And then, actually, which account has the money? Okay, this one does. What is DocuSign's account number? Oh, I could just
I
DocuSign.
think I think it is
It's it
DOCU.
is DOCU. Oh, I see it. Buy dollar. I hate these stocks. I have $974. I'm only buying $974 of it. Okay, $974 times
Mm,
divide by 4623. Should I buy more shares, or are you telling me buy a bunch?
no, don't buy a ton. Like I
Okay,
think that it's an interesting company, but
DocuSign. All right, I'm doing it. Select an order type. Market now. Before investing, please consider time horizon. Oh, I don't need no warning. Wait, can I cover the fees though? I did
oh
it.
gosh.
I bought only 21 shares. There, done. 21 shares of DocuSign. We'll see how that baby goes. So you just saved, man. It's like you're just such a protector.
I don't want you to be day trading money. Like even if I were to give you the worst stock tip in the world, it's not gonna go to zero. Day trading can go to zero.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
good.
gosh.
Oh, he doesn't have to. The thing I flashed behind, there's nothing there. Oh,
Okay,
actually,
great.
there's one text of me saying my tummy hurts. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the internet's gonna find
All
out I
right.
have tummy aches. Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, thank you all for listening. I had a great time with this, even though Romans is trying to give me a heart attack by day trading. So, but I hope to get see you guys next time. But until then, this has been Dollars Lifestyle and Charity Finance Podcast for Gamers. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.